Today is the dawn of a new law.
Baseball.
I would say yes.
But I'm on. If you do the Yankees, then the A's, or the Red Sox, watch the Yankees.
I don't want no Red Sox on.
What?
I don't want the Red Sox on. I'm going live. I don't need all the extra.
I'm gonna eat.
You
Sorry.
can eat. I'm just waiting for people to get on if they get on. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Look, Elise, Elise, lower that a little bit. All right, guys. So I'm gonna start. If you guys come in, great. I am doing a live box break or maybe two boxes. I just got in the mail yesterday. I ordered a box each of 1992 Fleer Series 1 right here and Series 2 right here. I opened up a few packs already, but I figured I'd do most of them live. I like to try to do them all together, so if I did a regular video, it wouldn't have, I wouldn't have been able to upload it. It would have taken way too long, and I didn't want to break it up into like 6 videos. So I did open up a few packs of the series 1, and these are great. This is a great set. With the advent of Upper Deck in 1989, the baseball card hobby industry saw the birth of what do you call a high-end set. At that time, it was just it was just Topps, Donruss, and Fleer making their base sets. And then in 1989, Upper Deck came along and changed the game. They had a high-end product, totally something we've never seen before. Photos on both sides of cards, the whole story, the high quality photos and the high quality paper, the Ken Griffey Jr. rookie. So come 19, I believe, like I would say 1991, Topps and Fleer, they all kind of entered the fray, because in 1990 Donruss did their Leaf set, which was considered their high-end set, and then in 1991 Topps came out with their Stadium Club, and Fleer came out with their Fleer Ultra. So all the big names now had their flagship products, and then they had their high-end, or their premium products, which cost more than the regular stuff. They use glossy stock, better photography and whatnot, and it just changed the hobby. So 1991 was actually Fleer Ultra's first year, and they're okay. I don't mind them. They're all right. I'm not the biggest fan of cards that contain gray and silver on the front, even though 1970 Topps is growing on me a ton. And that's, got the classic gray borders. But, I felt that when 92 Fleer came out, and I didn't buy any of these when they were out in the stores back in 92. I was kind of, 92 and 93 weren't big collecting years for me. I started kind of, not quit totally, but I didn't buy as much. 1992, I started dating my wife. So, baseball cards definitely were starting to go on the back burner a bit. But 92 Fleer Ultra are just absolutely beautiful cards. Let me show one here real quick. We got this is the Will Clark example, and we got the nice glossy borderless photo. There's every card is action. It's definitely a set that the design definitely takes precedent, but the photo is also, it probably is equally takes precedent as equally as the design. So they don't get in the way of each other. I don't like cards where the design takes over the photo. I mean, I think we collect cards because of the photographs and what they look like, and the aesthetics of them. So this is the Fleer Ultra of '92. and very easy to read nameplate and team plate down at the bottom. And you got the action photo on the front, and on the back we actually have 2 photos. So I think this may be the first brand that did actually 3 photos on one card, because we know that Upper Deck introduced the 2 photos in the '89, the front and the back. This actually has the 3 photos. It's got the action one on the front. There's an action kind of one here, and also the headshot here. Not a ton of stats. If that's one of the shortcomings of the set, if you're a stat guy, it only shows the year prior and the Major League totals. But the fact that they included the 2 photos in the back, you can't have it all, so that takes over for the fact that there's really, the only reason they could only do 1 row of stats on the back. So, here we go, man. We got some Fleer Ultra to open. So I'll just show you some highlights from what I've opened so far from Series 1. I show you got the Will Clark. Do that show you a little longer. It's a nice photo. And then let's see what else we got so far. Yep, like I said, these are all action shots. Here's a nice breaking up a double play action shot. And then they call it a rookie. I don't believe this is. I think Jim Thome had the 91. The 91 Bowman was his true rookie. But it does say rookie in here. This is the Jim Thome 92 Fleer Ultra. Nice card. And here's a little Hall of Fame action. Another Hall of Famer, Kirby Puckett. And then we got, remember this guy? Todd Van Poppel. He was kind of a bust. And there's a fan favorite, Chris Sabo. Look how skinny that dude was. He's got his goggles on. And then there's the Mo Vaughn. This, again, it says rookie on it, but he had cards in the 91 sets. So that's not his true rookie. And I think that might be it for the first few packs. This is kind of strange, one of the weird Dwight Evans on an Orioles photo. And I think that's pretty much it for highlights of the first few packs I opened. And we're going to get busted into these packs soon. Here's Kevin Moss right there. Another bust. And now we're going to get into some packs. So here we go. We got who's on tonight? We got the Red Sox in Toronto. This is what the 92 Series 1 Fleer Ultra look like. The front says collect Tony Gwynn and award winners, limited edition subsets, details on back. Those are the inserts for these. I don't think they give you odds on this. I don't believe so. They didn't do that on these. No. Collect a limited edition 25 card award winners and 10 card Tony Gwynn subsets randomly inserted in these specifically marked packs. Plus find one of the hand-signed Tony Gwynn cards. Odds of winning a signature card are 1 in 17,000. So that's pretty insane. I don't know if that's packs or what. I'm assuming that's packs, but that's pretty cool. I don't think I'll be lucky enough to pull a Tony Gwynn auto. But this is the pack. It's got the nice gold foil. It's got that little circle on there. And that's it. So let's bust into this and see what we get out of this pack. So I hope everybody's been having a good week. I have not been doing many videos lately. I've been in kind of a, I don't know, what do you call a card lull? But that's all right. I'm actually thinking about, I'm not thinking about, but I'm actually going to a card show tomorrow. Up out on the east coast of Florida, in Fort Lauderdale, they have a monthly show, and lo and behold, tomorrow is the second Saturday of the month, and they have their show a second Saturday of the month. So I will be going. It's a small show. It's a show I went to last year. That's the one thing about these 92 cards. Cards like a 92, 93, and up, you have to be careful. They get a little stuck. The ones I've opened so far have been pretty lucky. There's no damaged cards, so that's nice. So first card, we got Lonnie Smith, and then we got Robbie Thompson. These are my Yankees. Matt Noakes, Jaime Navarro, Travis Fryman, definitely goes in my food name binder. He's the Fry Man. Got Blackjack McDowell. This is such a nice set, and it's just beautiful looking. I can't wait to get it in a binder. And again, another rookie. It's a Mike Mussina. It says rookie. I believe his rookie card was 91 Upper Deck, but that's still nice. And then we got Ellis Burks, solid player. Carlos Baerga, who back in the day was a very solid player. And then David Howard. And then Chili Davis. Chile. What's up, Tan Man baseball fan? Nice Canseco. And my boys in Philly. Hey, Michael, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining in, man. I'm just busting some 92 Fleer Ultra. And I look at the card, the first card I showed when you joined in there. I'm going to shout out to my boys up in Philly. And then I got a Roger McDowell. Who else is on here? I didn't see. I might have been blabbing too much. I see there's two people watching. He was a good player, man. He was definitely a good player. He fit in great with that 93 team. Like the modern day Gas House gang. Yeah, I don't do too many busts on YouTube. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Hey, Josh, what's up, man? Yeah, dude. If you notice, I don't know. I tell people stories that like I'm on the witness protection program because I'm always changing my look. So right now I got the beard going on. I'm kind of digging it. I think I'm going to keep it for a while. But, if you watch, 3 months of my videos, you'll see my facial hair completely different from the first month to the third month. I'm always constantly changing. When you got nothing going on up here, you got to do something here to keep it interesting. But fear the beard, yeah. I don't think I'm going to let it get too thick. About a year and a half ago, I grew my beard really thick. It was getting big and heavy. And I work in a doctor's office, so I don't know, I kind of felt like I might have been freaking the kids out a little bit too much. So I think I'm just going to keep it nice and trimmed to the face. But we'll see. Who knows? I got the lovable checklist card. Yeah, man. Genetics. Jeff Montgomery. What do you guys think of 92 Fleer Ultra? You think you like them? I think it's a great set. I picked up both these boxes pretty cheap, man. I think I got them for like 35 bucks shipped. They got 72 packs of love right here. Tim Wallach. Yeah, they're just beautiful cards, man. They did tops. Fleer did a great job with these. The 92 and the 93 Fleer Ultra are they're spectacular. I'm not a huge fan of 91. They're okay. I mean, for the first, for their first effort, they're not bad. But I was saying before everybody came on that, cards with gold, or not gold, but silver or gray on the front, they don't look the greatest, even though I am kind of liking the 70 tops a little more as I get older. But Kelly Downs. Oh, isn't it? I think it's a beautiful set. It's going to look really sweet in the binder. That's for sure. I don't think there's any key rookies in here.
Mike, how many people you have watching?
I got 2 people on right now. I got Josh and I got Mike O on. And I'm sure more people will filter in as the night grows on. I was talking to one of my patients today, and it's funny. He is, dude. That guy is on finally, right? I mean, he was a hot prospect, a couple years ago. He just never really seemed to hit on, and now he's smoking it, man. That's great. It's good to see that. And the Phillies, yeah, promising young team, man. That's some pretty awesome stuff there. He just homered. What number is that for him? I'm watching the Red Sox and the not the Twins. The Red Sox and the Blue Jays are on here. I guess this is the. I got the MLB Network on. It looks like probably just a look in. I'm not sure. I gotta look. 6 homers. That's nice, man. 40. Is that goes back to last year, right? Obviously, they haven't played 40 games yet, but that's damn impressive. That is damn impressive. Let me got my Lloyd McClendon. Absolutely, man. Do you have any of his autos, Mike? There we go. Here's a Hall of Famer. Actually, a card I don't have, the Tony Gwynn card. Who's that in the background? Let's see. Oh, I have no idea who that in the background is. 1992. It looks like it could be Fred McGriff. I believe he was on the Padres in 91 by that time. I think that might be Fred McGriff, but I'm not 100% sure. But that's a nice Tony Gwynn card. But I was talking to one of my patients today, and we were just saying, like, I was like, thank God it's Friday, and blah, blah, blah. And I was kind of laughing because, 25 years ago, I always hit number. Damn. I haven't really seen much of him. I'm just, just more reading about him and just kind of following what's going on in the MLB Network, but I really haven't seen him play yet. But I was talking to one of my patients that, 25 years ago on Friday, I couldn't wait to get out of work on Fridays and go out and, hang out with my friends and go out drinking and the whole nine. You do? Is he a cool dude? And now I look forward to Friday nights to come home and just chill out and not do anything. Or just come home and open some baseball cards and hang out. Going out, it's not a thing of the past, but it's not quite as, doesn't quite pack the gusto it once did.
Well, especially here in Naples when everything's closed.
Well, everything in Naples does close pretty early. Like pretty much 9, 10 o'clock things are closed down, so it's all right. He seems to be a fun guy. That's cool. Yeah, he does. He's got them dreads and everything. He looks like he's a pretty cool dude. I think this guy's like a child molester or something. Luis Polonia. I believe he got busted for something. I don't know, molesting or pedophilia or something, but yeah. The original Mike Stanton. Trev Wilson. And there we go, baby. A little Donnie baseball action. Another Hall of Famer, Paul Molitor. Big Daddy. And another solid player, man, Lance Johnson. This guy was fun to watch. I think he had 200 hits for the White Sox, and I think he may have had 200 hits for the Mets one year. So I think he got 200 hits in both leagues, if my memory serves me correctly. So at the rate this is going, we're going to be here till. Okay, my Redskin fandom. Very interesting question, and I'd love to answer that. So, when I was a kid, baseball has always been my first love. 1980, before 82. So I became a Redskins fan in 82, 83. I was living in, actually, Pennsylvania at the time. I was living in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and, the first football team I ever had really any knowledge of was the Eagles. So I kind of followed the Eagles as my first football team. And I still always have a soft spot in my heart for the Eagles, just because. But after they lost in, 1980, I just was like, I know, as a kid, I was like, oh, they lost, they're not good, blah, blah, blah. So I had to pick another team. So it really wasn't until about a year later, my friend, one of my best friends at the time, had this Redskins helmet in his like toy box. It was one of those old like plastic toy ones. And, it had the 2 bars. And I thought it just looked really cool. So I loved that thing, and I always used to wear it around. And then I think, I forget, I think it was '83. I watched a game on TV. They were playing the Eagles, I believe, and I watched them, and I was like, I really like this team. They look cool. They have cool uniforms. And, of course, because that's very important. You like a team because of the uniforms. And then the year they won the Super Bowl against Miami, that's when I really became a huge fan. And I'll never forget that game, man, when John Riggins scored that touchdown and Joe Theismann knocked that interception out of, I believe it was Bob Baumhauer. Absolutely, man. So that Super Bowl was it for me. That's when I followed them like to that Super Bowl, and ever since then, that Super Bowl against the Dolphins, I've been a huge Redskins fan. And the coolest thing about the whole thing is that was what, 82, 83. My father got transferred in 1984 to Northern Virginia at his job. So I was actually moving into the center, into the heartbeat of Redskin Nation. I lived in Northern Virginia for 2 years. I was very lucky to live in a neighborhood where actually a few of the Redskins lived. My next door neighbor played for the Redskins. He was an offensive lineman. His name was Ken Huff. He played for the Colts before the Redskins. He was drafted I think he was third. He was picked, I think, third in the draft in 1975 behind Randy White and somebody else. So he was, a really good offensive lineman. And he came to the Redskins in '84. And so he lived next door to me, and I had one of the coaches, Joe Bugle, lived across the street. And yeah, dude, it was so really cool. My sister was really good friends with Joe Bugle's daughter. Russ Grimm lived up the street from me. I don't think Ken Huff has any cards as far as I know. I've looked. I don't believe he does. But it was really awesome because I got to meet a ton of the players. Ken Huff I used to actually babysit his kid. He was a few years younger than me, so I babysat for him. And Ken Huff had parties all the time, and there were players at his house all the time. I got to meet, who did I meet at his house? I met Mark May was always there. Mark May was there all the time. They were really tight. Dave Butts, I met him. In fact, one night they were having a party, and Dave Butts was pulling out of his driveway. And those electrical junction boxes that you see in a lot of newer neighborhoods? What's up, Victor? How you doing, brother? Well, he backed into it and knocked it off, and he threw all the lights out on our little street. So I remember we were out of power for a while in the middle of summer, and it was all Dave Butts' fault. So I don't think anybody would say anything to him because the dude was freaking huge. But a couple of the coolest stories that I have is, and you guys are going to think I'm nuts. You're going to think I'm crazy because I actually never got anybody's autograph because I felt very, I'm not a huge autograph guy. I'll get one here and there if I can, but I just felt like I was bothering them. And as I used to call him, Mr. Huff was really cool. One time he took me to Redskin Park, where the Redskins used to practice, and I got to hang out there all day, and I met everybody. I met everybody on that team. The only guys, actually, I shouldn't say everybody. I didn't get to meet John Riggins, and I didn't get to meet Joe Theismann, but I met Darryl Green, I met Art Monk, I met Dexter Manley, Jeff Bostic, Clint Didier. I mean, all the classic guys that I just, those to me are the glory day Redskins. I met all of them. It was awesome enough too, is after practice, they had a basketball court in there, and I actually got to see Art Monk and Darryl Green play a one-on-one basketball game. I sat against the wall watching these two guys play basketball together. And I was so young at the time. I was maybe 14 or 15, and I felt so I didn't want to bother them. I was there, and they were really cool about that, but I didn't want to bother them. So that was a day I'll never forget. And the second thing was in 1985, it had to be 85, yes. My birthday's in November. So he told my dad at the time, that was right at the time my birthday's in November. So yeah, right before, probably about right at the beginning of the season, he asked my dad for my birthday that he would give him tickets to any game I wanted to go to. So he not any game. He had two games he was offering up. He was offering up a Sunday game against the Bengals, and he was offering up a Monday night game against the New York Giants. Guess which tickets I picked? I picked the Giants game, and guess what game that was? It was the Joe Theismann break a leg game. So I was at that game, and it was nuts, man. I haven't been to many football games in my life. Old RFK Stadium in DC was an insane place to see a football game. Literally, that place would, like the upper deck, we were on the first level. We were probably at the 30-yard line down the first level. And we were at the opposite end of the field where Joe Theismann got hurt, so we didn't know what happened to him when it happened. We knew he was hurt. He was getting carted off the field, but we didn't know the extent of it. But when that place was rocking, because the Redskins came back and won that game on Jay Schrader's arm. Yeah, I'm the same way, Victor. It's just not my thing. That place was absolutely insane. Like I said, the entire second deck of that stadium used to literally rock. Like it would move. It was nuts. And they had the band. It was an amazing, amazing place to be, and I'm so glad I was able to take part in that. I don't think, I've never been to what is it, at FedEx Field now. I've never been to a game there, and I can't imagine having the same aura that RFK did. I don't think anything will ever touch that. It was one of the coolest things I've ever been to. And I remember, back in the early '80s when the Redskins, I believe it was the year they went to the Super Bowl against the Dolphins, and I believe they beat the 49ers in the NFC Championship game. It was either the 49ers or the Cowboys. I can't remember. Oh, man. Dude, Gibbs was just unreal. He won the Super Bowl with 3 different quarterbacks. I mean, that guy was just, I don't know, amazing. Just unbelievable. And I miss those days because they were just amazing. The NFC East back then was just absolutely unreal. I think it was one of the greatest eras in football for me in my lifetime, the 80s and the NFC East. You don't think you'll ever see anything like that again because they used to beat each other. I remember the Redskins would beat the Cowboys, and the Cowboys would beat the Giants, and the Giants would beat the Redskins, and the Eagles would beat the Giants. So they would all beat each other up, and it was just awesome. Awesome times. It's so different now. It's just not the same. It was very raw back then, and I loved it. But that's my story about the Redskins. That's how I've been a Redskins fan, and I will always be a Redskins fan. And they've been pretty bad the last 25 years. And hey, you know what? We got to stick with our teams, right? Because someday maybe they'll be back, and I'll get to say I've been a Redskins fan since they were bad and they were good. So just like in the 90s, I've always been a Yankees fan. I didn't drop off the face of the earth when they sucked in the 90s. I stayed with them. The 90s, I think that, the 90s was a great decade as well. But for me, the 80s just like that much better. That's just my opinion though, but I just think it was just a little bit better. Awesome times. Yankees are already down to the A's. See now now that what are they going to go on a friggin' a slide here? Sonny Gray worries me. I keep saying, nice, man. I was already in high school in '84. Yeah, he worries me. I keep saying, I think the Yankees need one more pitcher. If they can what I call the Verlander effect and pull off getting somebody like Verlander this year, that'll get them over. But until that happens, I don't know, man. CC's great, but he's getting old, and that's what their pitching worries me a little bit. Severino's amazing. And Tanaka is usually pretty damn good, but you just don't know what you're gonna get with that, especially with that elbow. I still think they need one more. I still think they need one more pitcher. Somebody like the Verlander, who they could get and hopefully put them over the top. Me too. Me too. And he's not a bad pitcher, but Victor, again, I think it's one of those things where can this guy pitch in New York? And just some people can't pitch or play in. Anyone have good sources for some vintage baseball? I'm in the home stretch of my list. Mike, what are you looking for, man? Just like base cards from like what years? Yeah, he just may not be from like the 50s and stuff like that, or even earlier than that. Yeah, I just don't think Sonny Gray may not be one of those guys to that has it that can pitch in New York. Some 52 tops. Dude, that would be sick. I would love that. I would die for that. Mike, do me a favor. Just PM me just PM me those lists. That list. I'm going to a show tomorrow in Fort Lauderdale. I'll take a look and see. I'll just see. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe there's some nut out there that has him and doesn't know what he has. Just send me the card numbers and the player's name, and I'll take the list with me and just check it out. Because I actually need to buy 52 tops tomorrow. I'm going to buy a one of my goals is okay, yeah, just send me the name and card numbers. I would be glad to look for you. To one of my rare card shows in Florida. They don't really happen here that often, so. What was I saying? Oh my gosh. Russ Meyer, didn't he make movies? Russ Meyer. Yeah, dude, it's kind of a collecting desert. Florida's a beautiful place, but there's certain things that just kind of puzzle me. Where I live in Southwest Florida, there are no card shops. There's a place I buy some modern stuff. I guess you would call it a card shop, but it's more of like a sports memorabilia and jerseys type place. And it's all modern stuff, all packs, and their prices are nothing great, but at least I can get hobby product there. I try to support them a little bit, but there are no like old school card shops in anywhere near me in Southwest Florida. And Southwest Florida is a pretty damn big geographical location. Southwest Florida actually encompasses everything south of Tampa all the way down to the Everglades. So that's literally Southwest Florida. And I'm way down at the bottom. Naples is down at the bottom of Florida on the west coast. So I'm actually at the, Florida's, this is the west coast of Florida. This is the east coast. Naples is here. And then right across Alligator Alley, you have Fort Lauderdale and Miami. And then straight up this way is Tampa Bay. So I'm about 2 hours from either place. And the closest card shop that I know of that exists is in Orlando, and that's about 3 hours from me, like a real card shop. And it's just not, I'm not going to drive up there just for that. So I hit this show once or twice a year that's in Fort Lauderdale. It's about 35 tables. It's in a hotel. It's decent. I went to it last year. I know, man. I miss my shows up in the Northeast. When I lived up in New Hampshire, I used to go to the one they called the Boston Show. It was in the Shriner Hall outside in Reading, Massachusetts. I used to drive down from New Hampshire. It was about a half-hour drive. And I used to hit that up every quarter. And then when I lived in New York, I went to the White Plains Show all the time. I miss those, man. Yes, he went to the Shriner Show. Absolutely. And the White Plains Show was always a good show for me. Those are some awesome shows. And yeah, the Northeast is still kind of, when I compare the Northeast to down here, the Northeast is a hotbed for collecting. So, I mean, and again, you're talking like, it's not even the way it was 20, 30 years ago. But compared to here where I live, the Northeast is an absolute hotbed for collecting. And Mike, I think even you in the Philly area, even seems to be a hotter place than even anything else, up in the Northeast. Philly seems to be really strong still. Yeah, Victor, I love the White Plains Show. I used to get some great stuff at the White Plains Show. Just a great time. Actually went to the White Plains Show a few years ago when I was living in New Hampshire. Me and my buddy drove down for the day. It was like a 3.5 hour drive, and we just drove down for the day, went to the show, spent the whole day, and then drove back. Oh, I do. I remember that, Mike. I think Victor and Mike G, and who else was in that video? It was Mike Gutierrez, Victor, you. I think you showed Ricky Russo, but just the back, kind of like the back of his booth. Yeah, Wesker Griff. That's right. I do remember that now that you're mentioning that. I just busted another pack, so let's keep some of the cards going too. Kurt Manwaring. He always had really cool cards, Kurt Manwaring. Yeah, it's always a fun day, man. The White Plains Show it's still a good show. Oh, absolutely, Mike. In fact, my wife's a school teacher, and she gets her big check in like 2 weeks, and that's where I'm going to purchase my airline ticket. I just got to figure out lodging. That's my next piece, where I'm going to stay. I took off that week in August. I think I took off Monday and Tuesday, I believe. I think my plan was to fly out either Tuesday night or Wednesday and stay till Sunday. I know it may sound like a long time, but I know ticket prices are a little less expensive when you kind of spread it out a little bit. And I know some people are coming to the earlier part of the show, and some people are coming to the later. And I'd love to get to meet as many people as possible. So you're doing Thursday through Sunday. That's cool. I mean, I should 99% be there those days. So, Mike? Where are you staying? You have any ideas, like any places that good to look at? J Bell. Here's a nice one of Benito Santiago. Again, another guy who has had pretty cool cards. Gotcha. I heard that weekend is it true that weekend is NFL Hall of Fame induction? I don't know how far Canton is from Cleveland, but I would assume if it was, yeah, baby. You follow Ted Cerrone Sports Plus? Yes, I do. Yep, I sure do. It is. I think it's within an hour. So yeah, that would probably. I would assume that that would affect lodging in Cleveland for the National. That would be awesome, dude. A Red Sox fan and a Yankees fan rooming together. That would be awesome.
Who's a Red Sox fan?
One of the guys who's possibly looking for a roommate for the National. A guy up in Massachusetts. His name is Ted. He lives, he lives in near Springfield, Mass. Gary D. Sarcina. Terry, don't call me Jeff Pendleton. Do you guys remember what Jeff Pendleton was? Do you remember at all what that meant? Jeff Pendleton. And a guy I always liked. His good people. He was at the White Plains Show too. One of my favorites from back in the day, Willie McGee, E.T. There's another nice Yankee card of Steve Sachs. Nice Hall of Famer, Robin Yount. These cards are just pretty cards. As Jerome would say, they're pretty cards. They got Sweet Lou right there. Sweet Lou Whitaker. Donnie Paul. Some of these names are just blast in the past. F-Face. Good stuff, man. This is good stuff. Tom Bernansky. And nice Sandy Alomar Jr. in the full catcher's gear action. Yeah, I'll hit Ted up. I'll send him a message and ask him if he's still looking for a roommate. I will see if that's a possibility. I would love to get that tied down. So we go with another. Here's another. I still have. Oh, well, no, I shouldn't say that. I would say I still haven't found Bowman. I did find some Bowman last week. I picked up a few. I think I picked up a blaster and a couple of packs, or maybe 2 blasters and a couple of packs. But since then, I've not found any. It's just nuts this year, man. Every year, it's just getting crazier and crazier and crazier to find this product. But somebody was nice enough on Facebook. I should, I feel bad I forget the guy's name, but he did post, and I shouted him out for it because I thought it was a really nice gesture. He posted that he found some Bowman retail, and that if you were looking for it, he would purchase it for you and send it to you, just cover shipping. He wasn't going to upjack the prices or anything. And I thought that was a really nice gesture. I think that's, that's cool because, I get it. People are, trying to make some money, and that's cool. I understand it. But the fact that just collectors can't find the stuff anywhere, and the stuff is going for so much bang, it gets crazy sometimes. But I wish I remembered the guy's name on Facebook. But it was a really nice gesture. I hope some people took him up on his offer. And Jeff Innes, a submariner for the Metskis. Todd Zeal, I think I played for 18,000 teams in my career. He was a Yankee and a Met. I think he was a Cub and a Cardinal. Mark Whiten once hit 4 home runs in a game. Hitting Mark Whiten. Spike Owen in the beautiful powder blue Expo road uniforms. Dude, they got to bring back the X. Yeah, he was briefly a Yankee. Yup, he sure was. Yeah, he played. I think he played on like 12 or 13 teams, or maybe more. I don't know, but he played on a lot of teams. Remember, he came up in like '91. He had his rookie card in '91, and that was like a hot card at the time. I think it was in the Beckett like hot list. Royce Clayton. Ray Langford. Orlando Merced. This guy was a solid player. I remember him. He played for the, obviously the Pirates. I believe he played for the Astros and maybe the Blue Jays. He was a pretty solid player. Orlando Merced. Tony Fernandez. Oh, yeah, good question. So I'm definitely trying to, I want to try to complete a couple projects. I'm doing a top sampler set, and I'm doing a card from, every year of Topps' existence. And all I'm missing now is the 51 and the 52 Topps. So I'm gonna try to get a representation from each of those years. The 51, I'm going to try to get a red and a blue back, and then the 52 Topps, just any card. But the thing is, what I'm trying to do is that not only do I want to have a card from every year of Topps, I want to have a representation of every team the Major Leagues has ever had on a Topps card. So I think the only team I'm missing now is just the St. Louis Browns. I don't have a representative card of a St. Louis Brown player. So the 52 Topps is going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It's going to kill my 52 Topps need, and it's going to kill my St. Louis Browns need. So that, and then the 251 red back, blue back, and then I'll be caught up with that one. I also want to try to complete my 76 Topps set. I need 3 cards to complete my 76 Topps. I need Tony Perez. I need the Dodgers team card. No, not the Dodgers team card. I need Tony Perez, the Reds team card, and the Brewers team card. So I'm definitely going to try to get those. Got your message, Mike. I will take a look and see what they got. So those are my top priorities tomorrow, and then of course I'm gonna do some hunting for some Don Mattingly. Um, I never go too nuts at a show. I don't really spend big dollars. I definitely try to get the quantity. Yes, yeah, I'm doing that, and then after that is done, I'll say, that guy might go on YouTube. It's for him, man. Dude, is that 2 in 1 game? Did he just hit his second home run in this game? They might just, Mike. They might just give me the cards if I mention you. They might just say, "Dude, have them. Here you go." Wouldn't that be cool? Oh, number 11 yesterday. Wow, man, that's pretty nuts. They will probably double the price, and then they see me, they'll probably double that price. So yeah, I don't know. Dick Schofield. Here's another Hall of Famer. Cal Ripken, brother of F-Face. Chico Walker. 5'9" switch hitting second baseman. Dude, that's pretty sick. Watch out, Jose Altuve. You got some competition, man. Roberto Kelly. I was so upset when the Yankees traded him for Paul O'Neill. I was so upset because I used to love Roberto Kelly. But then after Paul O'Neill was there for a couple years, I was like, whoa, that was one of the best trades the Yankees ever made. Because Roberto Kelly didn't really do much after he left the Yanks. And we know what Paul O'Neill did. That guy just was freaking awesome. This was the American League version of Fernando Valenzuela. He's got a pretty, solidly decent career. He was kind of big when he first came up. Teddy Higuera. And then Rob Deere in the headlights. Pretty powerful dude. So aside from those goals tomorrow, Josh, once if I can, I bet you they do. They just have to have the right. The only problem with some of the ultras are they're a little dark. Like this card would look beautiful autographed. Like this Jose Canseco card would look great because it's nice and bright and he's got the white uni on. But then you just got to be careful. Some of the darker cards, and it's not actually. You know what? There's really not that many dark cards. It felt like there was before. I thought I had seen a few. I was like, oh, it's a little dark. Like, I don't know. This one I don't think would be great. Especially if it was signed in blue because it got the blue background. The blue, it may not come up as good, but maybe in black it would look good on that card. But yeah, these cards are nice, man. These are sweet. But yeah, once I hit, if I can complete those goals, there's always like my side PCs. I'm not a huge focus person, as you could probably tell from my videos. I kind of go all over the place. But like other sets I'm working on, I'm loosely working on a 56 top set. So yeah, it would be picking common cards, nothing high dollar. Also 71 tops. When I went to this show last year, a guy had a binder of 71 tops. Ah, dude, that's what I say, Mike. I love it all, man. I'm like it's like Dory, from Finding Nemo. It's like, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. That's how I am. But that's all right. It's fun that way. It's more fun. It's like a side chick. I have like thousands of side chicks, side PCs. But yeah, once I get those goals, I might look at some 71 tops. I was there last year, like I said, and the guy had a binder, and the stuff in this binder, it wasn't like the highest quality stuff. And I'm trying to build I would say a higher end 71 set. By no means am I trying to put a Gem Mint 10 set together, but I really like the look of the 71 tops, and if I can get them in the cleanest condition I can, I go for it. I may never at that rate, I may never complete the set because they're tough. We know that. But stuff like that I'll look for. Then I'll thumb through the dollar boxes and that stuff because I always find stuff that's just cool. I'm definitely I buy stuff on a whim. If I think it looks cool, I'll buy it. So we'll see. Just fun. Probably spend a couple hours and move on. Let's see here. Gotta crack these a little bit. They're a little stuck, but not too bad. That's one thing I was nervous about. I was like, oh God, I hope these aren't all bricked. They're all gonna be messed up when I take them out. But they're not. They're good. All right. So who do we got here? We got Mike Lavalier. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna do a video of my pickups. No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. Josh, is there anything you're looking for, man? Anything you need? I was gonna do a video last year of the actual show, but when I got there, I was like, nah. It's fun because it's a baseball card show, but it was small, and I was like, nah, I don't need to just show tables and stuff like that. So I didn't do a video. Plus, I go on and on, so I don't. I don't want it to be 8 hours long. Luis Rivera. Pick us. I'll see what they have. Todd Stottlemyre. Jose Rijo. I think this guy had multiple cards where he was firing like a water gun, one of those old Super Soakers. He's always a fun dude, the hat backwards and stuff. Alvaro Espinoza. And I noticed the 92 Fleer Ultra, most of the Yankees are in their road grays. I've always kind of found that intriguing. Here's a nice Gary Sheffield. That's a nice looking card. I like that. The bat's kind of floating in the air right there. Believe me, man, I know exactly. I was thinking about this last night, and I'm like, I'm going to the show. What the hell am I going to get? I'm like, I want to try to be a little bit focused. And I just I looked at my binders on the shelves, and I'm like, all right, I got to see what. I'm like, oh yeah, I know what I'm going to get. First thing I'm going to knock off the list. First thing is that 52 Tops, because last year when I went, and that was at the end of the show, and I already pretty much spent my money, I wasn't able to do that. So this time I'm going in first, and I'm going to do that 52 Tops. I'm going to grab that 52 Tops St. Louis Browns player. Who it is, I have no idea, but I'll find one. I know there'll be somebody there selling 52 Tops. And he's going to probably be 70 years old. That's a cool card. Down in that crouch. Pudge. The original Pudge. Yes. Oh yeah, like a kid in a damn candy store, man. It's like my eyes are bigger than my friggin' I have a big head. My eyes are actually bigger than my head when I'm at a card show. So when I go to the National, I think I might take a Xanax before I go into the National, because I'm gonna be so overwhelmed by the whole thing that it'll definitely be the biggest card show I've ever been to. I mean, the White Plains, the White Plains. Yeah, dude, me too. Me too. I am too. I have the hardest time finding fitted hats. And then my head got, I'm no Barry Bonds, but I know when I was in high school, my head got bigger since then. And I was like, man, I had an old New York Giants hat that doesn't fit my head anymore. I do. It's like friggin', I don't know. I don't know. But yes, I'm a 7 3/4 too. It's all the steroids, man. Oh, Mike Devereaux. Jeff Bearden. Yeah, dude. My head got bigger. I don't know. I got a large-ass melon. Steve Olin. That's one of the guys who died in that boat accident. I need to get off the apple juice is what I need to get off of. Mark Kupiza. I think he's a Philly boy. I think he was born in Pitt, Philly. And, Pags. I remember there was a Yankee game. Oh, it had to be 87. I think he hit a grand slam and a 3-run home run in the same game. It was just, like, insane. I always liked Mike Pags. Who, Mark Kubica? Yeah, because he's from Philly, definitely, right? Let me see. Yes, he is. I'm surprised the Phillies actually never picked him up toward the end of his career. Yeah, but the problem with that is certain things get bigger and other things get smaller. Why am I in low power mode? That's weird. My phone's plugged in. Guys, if I die, or not me dying, but if my phone dies, I'm sorry. But it's plugged in. Oh, listen, do me a favor. Got me the extension cord. I'm going to try to plug the phone in over here. I don't know why it went that way. It's plugged in.
What's wrong?
Oh, it says low power mode. I won't. I should probably save some of these. Yes, please, Mike. Just embellish it a little bit. Just, boost it up here and there a little bit. That'd be great. I appreciate that. I'll be your guardian angel.
Why don't you just get off?
I don't want to get off yet. We're having a good time. We're hanging out.
Hang out on a phone.
We're hanging out. This is the new way, man. This is the modern times. This is the way we do it now. Us card collectors have to stick together, right? I mean, geez.
You're driving nuts, Michael.
Driving my wife crazy. All right, let's see here. We got Zane Smith. I know we're trying. The word is trying, and we're kind of failing.
Here.
Thank you. Just plug that over there for me. Delino DeShields. There's another food guy, Kevin Bass. Gotta try a new plug. Pedro Guerrero. DB, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? John Smiley. Just doing a busting some 92 Fleer Ultra Series 1 right now, and just hanging out, talking to the boys. Andy Bennis. All right, I think these are my first duplicates. I got a duplicate of Mr. Mo Vaughn. These are definitely duplicates. I've seen these cards before, so. Yes. Isn't it sad when the card busting's actually a side thing of the BS section? Me too, Victor. Me too. I actually liked him as well. He was Big Papi before Big Papi was Big Papi. I always said that. Another Jesse Barfield, because I've seen that one. Don August. Dave Bergman. I think he passed away a couple years ago, Dave Bergman. Wilson Alvarez. I believe this is one of the worst trades the Orioles ever made. And they got Glenn Davis. This guy was a pretty good hitter, man, when he was on the Astros. And then he went to the Orioles and just kind of just did nothing. He may have, I don't know, did they trade Steve Finley for him? I don't know. I have to look that up. Steve Finley turned out to be a pretty damn good player. All right. I don't want these cool players I really liked back in the '80s. I liked Andy Van Slyke. He was a good fielder. Fun to watch player. And then we got Steve Fry. I got one of the inserts. It's not one of the signed ones, but I got one of the Tony Gwynn commemorative series inserts. It's a card number 2 out of 10 of the series, so that's pretty cool. Tony Gwynn, gotta love him. And so I'm a little disappointed in a certain way. I mean, I'm definitely not disappointed. I'm living in Florida, but I actually picked up the Series 1 and I picked up the Series 2. It was a package deal on the Bay. I got them for $35 total shipped. So I think it was a pretty good deal. I jumped right on that one. I needed something to bust, and it's been a while, and I've been wanting to bust something big, and I didn't want to pay like hundreds of dollars to do it. So I'm like, let's do this. And John Burkett, I heard this guy was a really good bowler. John Burkett. Felix Jose. Don Slott. Anybody got big plans for the old weekend? That sucks, dude. And I was worried about these. That's when I got the box yesterday. They came in the mail, and my son had a concert last night at his school, and I couldn't open it. But I'm thinking the whole time at the concert, I'm like, oh God, I hope these cards aren't bricked. Yeah, he was like a really good. I think he bowled like 300 games like multiple times. I think he was really good. I was like, oh God, I hope these cards aren't bricked. That would be suckish if they were. Bricked is one of these glossy cards, because they're like 25 years old. They stick together, and then you have to tear them apart, and then they get all messed up. But these are not. These are, I mean, aside from doing a little bit of this, they're fine. I have not had one card come out that's been wrecked. So pretty glad about that.
So wait, how old are those cards?
1992.
Really?
So they're 26 years old. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. The guy I bought, here's the guy I bought him off of, actually. I bought him off of this guy named Paul Ridenour, and it's his eBay user is kingofcollectibles.com. So if you want to just get that information real quick. I don't know if he has any more, if you're interested in them, but he was great, man. He shipped it free, shipped it really well, came in a nice box, packed well, and came quick. Within like, I don't know, 4 to 5 days I had it. You got it? Awesome. So yeah, check it out, man. I know I'm feeling really crusty right now.
Tell me about it.
Jeff Reed. Yep, these are some more doubles coming up here now. I've already seen a Mel Hall. I've already seen a Dante Bichette. Oh, as I was saying before, I lived in New Hampshire for 11 years, and I used to go to a lot of Fisher Cats games. They're the AA team of the Toronto Blue Jays. And who's there now? We got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. We've got Bo Bichette, and I think you got what's Craig Biggio's kid. They're all on the Fisher Cats right now, and Vladdy Jr. is like killing it. So I'm like, damn, wish I was there on the team when I was there. They were really fun games to go to. It was a nice stadium downtown Manchester, and but yeah, they're all there. And I think Roger Clemens' kid is in their system. He might be at single A ball. So all these kids of major leaguers.
2-1.
Oh, where'd you see them, Josh? The Yankees are losing. The last Victor just told me they were before they were down 3-0. The Yankees. So I don't know.
They're supposed to show it on here.
So Milt Kyler
How does he
and
get to watch it?
Greg, because he lives in New York.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude. Vladdy Jr. is tearing it up. Now, Victor just told me Oakland's up 5-1. Oakland is up 5-1. Really, Oakland? You just run ramshot through all these freaking first place teams, and you down 5-1 to Oakland. Oh, but I forgot Sonny Gray's pitching, so forgive me.
Who's pitching?
Sonny Gray.
Who's he?
He's a pitcher the Yankees got from the A's last year, and he's one of those guys that may not be fit for New York. Remember Eddie Whitson couldn't pitch in New York, man. Billy Martin only pitched him on the road, and then they got into that big fight, and that whole fiasco back then. He looks just like him, man. He's like a clone of his father.
Oh.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Really?
Oh my gosh. He looks just like him. Jose Offerman. Another Hall of Famer. Little Barry Larkin action. The other Brian Hunter. Dean Palmer. And then this is, let's see. Oh, this is a Gold Glove insert, and it's pretty cool. So I got this is a nice pack. The Gold Glove insert of Ken Griffey Jr. and then followed by his base card. That's cool. Right there, little Ken Griffey Jr. action. Thank you, sir. Those are nice. Those are nice looking. Hans Gruber. Mark Grace. Pete Harnish. David Cone. Anthony A.Y. Young. I think he passed away recently as well. Here we go, Mike. Mike O, we got a little Phillies action for you. Little Dale Murphy. And I got there's another Dennis Martinez. Moif. And then I got another Will Clark. That's a second Will Clark I pulled out of this. Alright, let's see something here. Give me the other charger.
I don't have it.
Oh. His stuff in PSG. What? Dale Murphy, man? Are you talking about Dale Murphy? Yeah, seems to be, he seems to be pretty popular in collecting world. He's got this like niche. I remember as a kid, his rookie card was like untouchable when I was a kid. I was like, oh my God. I don't remember the price of it back then, but to me it seemed like one of those really untouchable cards. The 77 tops. Yeah. Kind of like Don Mattingly? Yeah, boy. In fact, one of my patients this morning came in, and he came in with his mom, and they play Little League Baseball here in Naples. And they're actually, I don't know if it's tonight or tomorrow night, but they're actually going to get to meet the Marlins. So I was like, you got to meet Don Mattingly? And the kid looked at me like with like 8 eyes, like I had 8 heads. He's like, who's that? And I'm like, oh, buddy, let me tell you. Like, he's like my favorite baseball player ever, and he manages the Marlins, and, the kid's like 8 years old, so he definitely had that deer in the headlights look. But yeah, they get to meet the Marlins tomorrow. I thought that was pretty cool. Even with his bad back. You know what team I'm actually a little surprised with how they're playing is the Rays. The Rays are actually playing halfway decent baseball. I think there were like 3 games under 500. Bottom 7th. Bottom 7th, 8th, and 9th. Sean Dunston. This dude had a gun for an arm. Gun. Xavier Hernandez. Vince Coleman. Darryl. There's that sweet stance of Darryl Strawberry. That guy freaking can hit. Man. Drugs are bad, okay? Oh, yeah, dude. Darryl. Me too. Me too. I got a little Kevin Tapani. Gilberto Reyes. Steve Decker. That's another Lee Smith. I definitely pulled a Lee Smith already. I think it was last night. Steve Bouchel. Mikey Maddox. Definitely pulled him already. Gary the Rat Gaetti. This guy definitely does look like a rat. It's kind of funny. Jeff Treadway. That's a cool. Oh, this is a cool photo. I've never seen a photo framed like that before. I kind of dig that. That looks cool. All the way he's justified over. Art Monk 1, and then Darryl Green 1A. I only have to think about that one. Another Kevin Moss. Oh, Kevin Moss. Yep, Art Monk by far. But it's still like I could still remember like so many of the players on the 82, 83 Redskins team. I just those names will be ingrained in my head forever. You know, I remember like Matt Mendenhall. He was like a defensive tackle, and Nick Giaquinto was like a running back flanker type guy. And I just see some of these just oddball names I still remember. Or Charlie Brown. He was a really good receiver. He was an all-pro receiver for a couple of years. And the Fun Bunch. The Fun Bunch, man, that was cool. George Bell, I think I've already got. I think I may have already had that one. I'm not sure. Yeah, you know, I did. I thought he was, you know, was a decent player. You know, modern Redskins, you know, Sean Taylor. I really liked LeVar Arrington too. I liked Chris Cooley, awesome player. I have a feeling maybe Chris Cooley probably is going to be like one of the next Redskins to have to get in their like all-time greatest Redskins list. There's like 80 now, and I wouldn't be surprised if Chris Cooley gets in there. Darryl Kyle, the late Darryl Kyle. I just wish they could do something and kind of go, just be good for once. Tim Burke. Kurt Schilling. Terry Shumpert. Yeah, Ryan Kerrigan. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I remember the first time I got to stand up with the adults. That was fun. My first grown-up body.
It's weird. Some of the guys, you know, that played for the Redskins toward the end of their career, like, you know, thinking that Deion Sanders played for them and Bruce Smith. It's just like, you know, when Daniel Snyder bought the team, you know, it was like, I don't know, just like it's like a toy to him, you know. You try to get all these guys, these top players at the end of their careers and just never did anything. I mean, Bruce Smith didn't do a bad job for the Redskins, but, you know, it was like too little too late. Melito Perez. Mike Felder. We got another Hall of Famer coming up. The Wizard of Oz. Followed by Barry Bonds. Followed by Fred McGriff. That was a nice little 3-card run. I like that. Hall of Famer? Hall of Famer? I don't know. 493 home runs. There's been a lot of debate on that one later. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Chuck Finley. Dude, this guy used to bang Tawny Katane. Woo. Actually, I think she beat the shit out of him once or something. I remember that in the news. I think she beat him. It's like, what? Here we go. Johnny Smokes, baby. I know. It's like, right there, man. If he could have hit what, though? 8 more home runs? You think if he had hit those 8 home runs? Well, that Smoltz is. Yeah, kind of in like purgatory, in Hall of Fame purgatory. Yeah, you think if he'd hit those 7 more home runs and he hit the 500, you think that would have been it for him? You think he would have gotten in, or he gets in if he has the 500? No question. Matt Williams. And then Hensley Bam Bam Mullins, who I think might be the batting coach for the Giants now, I believe. He was another guy the Yankees were like high on when he first came up. He was going to be like the next, big thing, and yeah, not so much. But he's a batting coach now, so I guess the guy knows something. But I believe he's a hitting coach for San Francisco, at least the last time I heard. Oh, yes. Yes. Josh, do you live in Lansing or near Lansing? No, is Lansing where one of the big schools is, like University of Michigan or Michigan State? If one of those in Lansing. To this day, live in Florida. I still don't know where Florida State, Michigan State. Okay, I still get confused where Florida State and University of Florida play. I get confused all the time. There's one of my favorites. Took over for Donnie Baseball. Bam Tino. I always liked Tino. Really solid player. Cool dude. Greg Myers. Luis Salazar. Ken Caminiti. This guy blew it, huh? No pun intended. Another Jeff Ennis. Already got that one. Another Todd Zeal. Another Mark Whitten. Spike Owen, Royce Clayton, Ray Langford, Orlando Merced, Tony Fernandez, Dick Schofield. Dude was nails. Saw Kenny Elmer in the 1996 All-Star game. Was that in Philly, Mike? And another Cal Ripken. Vet, okay. All the baseball stadiums I've been to are now gone except for Fenway. Original Yankee Stadium is gone. Shea Stadium is gone. Memorial Stadium in Baltimore is gone. Vet's gone. Busch in St. Louis is gone. I've seen games in all those stadiums, and they're all gone. So I'm basically the only stadium I've been to that still exists is Fenway. I know, right? Seriously. I've got to start over. That's freaking awesome. Stadium killer. It's kind of ironic that Fenway's the only one still around that I've been in. What's up, Jerome? I know I should, man. That place is an absolute dump. I drive by it a lot when my sister lives up that way, and I've never been inside. But that place just looks like a piece of absolute trash. It's like a crooked ass, like, I don't know, like a UFO. It's just ugly, ugly, ugly. J-Dog. Yeah, dude, I know. What's going on there? This can't happen. Sonny Gray, man. Brian Harper. Lake Gallego. Ricky Jordan. This guy was pretty good this first few years, right, Mike? Yeah, the Yankees are not doing too well tonight, Jerome. I think they're down like 5-0 or 5-1. Yeah, I was saying earlier before, I was saying that I love them, but I don't think they can do it. They need another pitcher. They need to do what I call a Justin Verlander type pickup. Like what the Astros did last year, getting Justin Verlander, the Yankees need to do this year. He's got to take one for the team. That's what I say. Take one for the team, dude. Jose Offerman, another Barry Larkin there. Brian Hunter. I got another Griffey. What's up, Steve-O? How you doing, Brahim? Yeah, no, they can, but I just get nervous. Like, they lost last night. Now they're losing tonight. Sonny Gray's on the mound. It's just like you want to keep that momentum going.
And you have to remember, you're in the tight-knit family. I was the outsider.
Thank you, sir.
I always thought
I picked them up last week and got them in the mail yesterday.
But I guess,
I think I already showed Hans Gruber.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
Yeah, now I'm getting some duplication going on.
I'm gonna go get it.
Now some duplication. I just think they need another arm. I don't think we can count on Sonny Gray. I don't think they can. Hopefully, maybe maybe we'll be seeing Sheffield. Who knows? I don't know what the guys in the minors, if they're anywhere ready for prime time. Enjoy Rivenwood. Thank you for stopping in, brother. Peace out, man. Gotta peel these cards apart.
Don't be preposterous.
Darren Lewis. You think, huh? Yeah, they probably should have. They probably should have. I don't know anything going to be available out there for the trade deadline? Anybody know that? Jose Oquendo. Jose Lind.
Yes.
Steve, how's the baby doing, man? Greg Harris. I think he was another dude. I think Greg Harris was a guy who could pitch righty and lefty. I believe this is a guy that could do that. Lance Parrish. Awesome, man. That's good. Becoming a little person into himself, huh? Always liked Lance Parrish too. Definite solid catcher. Lonnie Smith. 80 Phils, right, Maiko? Robbie Thompson.
That's just quirky.
Yeah, quirky.
Yeah, I've been whiffing lately, man. I haven't really made many videos, and I've been jonesing to get back on. And so last week I wanted to pick up these couple of boxes of something to open. So I did. Yeah, he's part of the.
Because there's always more of that.
That would be a good one. That would be good. I wouldn't mind that. Matt Noakes. And just a bunch of other doubles. Got another Mike Messina. Again, I had said earlier, I don't think anybody was on. This is not, it says rookie, but it's not. I think his rookie card was a 91 Upper Deck, I believe. He was in his Suns uniform. I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
What?
The Dodgers would be absolute fools to let him go. I'd love it, but I don't know. Hey, Luke, do me a favor, brother. Get the man some iced tea.
I don't know anymore. I checked it.
No, you didn't. There's more mango. Down there is. Kershaw to the Phils. Are you sure? Pour me some juice then. Alright, guys, here's another pack. Dude, I'm on almost an hour and a half. Alright, here's some new players I haven't seen yet. We got Steve Avery. Steve Avery. Yeah, bub. I'm live right now, bud. I'm actually live.
No, you videotaping tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know. Julio Franco.
Or eating pizza.
Thanks, Luke. Gotta get a little,
And do you remember how
Empty baskets so I can put all my clothes in there.
Imagine if the Astros get him. Oh, Jesus. Why would he want to go to the Rangers? I mean, I guess if he wants to pitch near his home, but... We got a little... Everybody loves Raymond on in the background. We love that show in this house.
What?
Dysfunction at its best. Little Harold Reynolds action. Dave Steve.
Good job, man.
I don't know. We'll see, man. That'll be interesting. We got a couple of Hall of Famers here, back to back. Little Rhino. Could you imagine if they got him? Clayton Kershaw, Justin Verlander. They would be unstoppable. That would be just insane. And then we got Jeff Bagwell right there, another Hall of Famer.
Because we know.
Probably one of the worst trades Boston's ever made. Well, except for the Babe Ruth thing. That wasn't a trade, though. And looky here, a third. The Express. Sorry, guys. I had my phone. The Express. You got it, brother. You got it. Little Dave Maggot in action there for you, Steve. Little Mets for you. We got any Pirates fans in here tonight? I don't know. Little Zane Smith. Another Delino DeShields. I think I pulled one of those earlier. And here's another Tony Gwynn insert. This is actually kind of cool because you never really saw cards with Tony Gwynn fielding. So that is a nice card of Tony Gwynn. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's absolutely true, you know. The guy's a horse, but I don't know. He told me to call him back later, so it's fine. Definitely on my list of stadiums I want to go to. I really want to go to Pittsburgh and see a game. It just looks so beautiful on TV, and I've heard from people who've been there that it's a great place.
Enough already with this.
You gotta love the Pirates, man. How can you not love the Pirates? Yeah, it's like the one baseball team, you know? Like, how can you hate the Pirates? Dude, Robert on Everybody Loves Raymond's probably the best character. He is just freaking hysterical. Oh. Yeah, it's very true. Oh, you did, Mike?
Just too small.
Robert is, dude, he is. Stefano. Everybody loves Raymond. Wow. You gotta show it off, brother. You gotta show it off. I know, that pisses me off, man. You know, he's probably getting money for revenue sharing, and that drives me nuts, man, because that team, they got some good players. That Josh Bell, I mean, they've let some, I don't know. It's just frustrating. And I'm not even a Pirates fan per se, but just as a baseball fan, that's very frustrating. Little Mike Greenwell action.
Mom.
Felix Fermin.
Zipper. Aw.
It is a shame.
Man.
And another Hall of Famer. Any Royals fans in here? We got the Twins. Where's Mr. Abraham?
You are too nice, Bonnie Plunkett. And too good looking.
Best moment memory of our relationship. We watch that show every night. It's on in my house every night. We can watch those episodes over and over again. They're so good. Dave Henderson, another guy who passed away, was like surprised. Here you go, Mike. Little nails for you. Does he have the tobacco in his cheek? Oh yeah, look at that cheek. Look at that cheek right there, man. I remember he used to come up and he'd be like drooling like tobacco juice up at the plate, he'd be like spitting. Lenny Harris.
A great meeting. Remember all those ideas I had about fundraising and readathon?
Dude, I think for me, Robert's the best, followed by what's his name, Frank. Dude, holy crap! I mean, Frank is just One of the nasty boys. Jeff Blauser. That show and The King of Queens. I mean, I just can't. I don't get tired of them. Jeff Hewson. Another Tino. All right. On my Tino PC.
This is the perfect thing for me. Look, I've been waiting for something like this. Something to get involved in. Something where I can make
This is fun, man.
a
Yep, Douglas.
really good president.
Shutty. Remember, dude, Jerry Stiller's off the hook. Remember the King of Queens where they did a flashback when Doug was a bouncer and he had that freaking mullet, and they invited the girls back to their apartment, and he lived with Richie. Remember that? Richie was one of those sitcom people who like just disappeared out of nowhere. Like he was like on the first year or two, and then he just disappeared. Kind of like Carrie's sister did. Like they just gone, never saw again. Like Tiger on Brady Bunch. Tiger was there once, and then for a couple years, and then Tiger was gone. They didn't say one word about Tiger. Where the hell did Tiger go? Randy Tomlin. Or the Chuck on Happy Days. What happened to Chuck? The third kid of the Cunningham family. Where the hell did he go? Just disappeared. And the house changed. The house was different. They never said they moved. Tom Foley. I think this might be another pack of Duplication.
I'm gonna have a sec.
Go for it, brother.
Did you even shave today? You're all stuffly.
Yeah, this is a duplication pack. Got another Sheffield.
What's on me?
Yes, Lou Ferrigno as a neighbor.
Sorry, I didn't know it was going to be first lady.
Peace, brother. You have a good one, man.
Take this over to the buffet table, okay?
Thanks for stopping in, Steve-O.
By myself.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Oh, that's cool, man. Jerome, did you meet him during like when you were doing your arm wrestling stuff? And is he a cool dude?
Look at this. Crackers.
Yeah.
What's this?
Peeling away some cards here. Peeling away some cards.
If I put this on the floor, I put my toes nose in this.
I made this move.
Jerome, you've been lying low because you're still saving for that Lou Gehrig card? I'm still waiting for you to explode upon that one. Oh, that's cool, man. That's very cool. Is he a nice guy? Is Louis Ferrigno a nice guy?
That's why when I see the one good thing.
Here's a new pack. Here's some cards I haven't seen yet.
You know it.
So we've got little Pete O'Brien action.
That's actually a thank you.
John Olerud.
So who do you think's gonna be president?
Toss up. Bill
Cool.
Clinton sounds pretty good, but I'll probably vote for
Seems
that.
like a nice guy. Seems like a down to earth type of guy.
She's got a nice little caboose.
Ray Sanchez. Interesting shot. Like that when the ball's in the air there. Another Hall of Famer, Mr. Biggio.
Tenderloin, excellent.
Hojo.
Excuse me.
Yeah, me too.
Can you have everybody, please?
Me too. Mackie Sasser. We used to call, I remember my friends in high school were huge Mets fans, and they used to call him Cracky Asser. Ha ha! Cracky Asser. Devon White, definitely a solid, he was definitely a solid player for his career. Excuse-moi. Oh yeah, Judge just went deep, 5-4 A's. Scary thing about the Yankees, though, of all this, the success they've had in the last 20 games, is because I've been watching them, I've been lucky enough to have them, on TV, and they really, I feel they haven't even hit their stride yet, and that's really scary. Judge is the best, man. Ah, that's pretty interesting. Is that the first time that happened, Mike? And that's like I was saying, I really feel like they haven't even hit their stride yet. And when it gets really hot and the weather starts getting warmer, I mean, I don't know, Judge has just been, oh, absolutely, man. He's just a better hitter this year. He's a better hitter. He's not trying to kill the ball every time he gets up. When you watch Stanton, he's trying to kill the ball every time he gets up there. Judge just gets up there and goes at the pitch. The home run he hit the other night to center field didn't even look like it was going to go out. And that thing just kept going. And he didn't, he just tried to hit that thing, and he did. And Mike O, here you go, brother. Here's the Mike O card. Exactly, Victor. That's why I've been telling people, like, Bird's not even there yet. And I think out of all those guys, all of them, I think Bird would be, if he could just stay healthy and click on. That's like a 1 of 1, man. If Bird could stay healthy and do what I think he can do, I think he might be the best out of them all in terms of all-around hitting. I mean, he was really coming on at the end of last year. He had a good postseason, and Greg Bird, man, that guy. I hope he can stay healthy. I really do. I hope we don't have another Nick Johnson in our hands with him. Mike Sharperson. Like another guy who passed away. Aren't I kind of like drab with that? Oh, this guy died. This guy died. This guy. It's kind of morbid, huh? One of my favorites right there, Paulie O'Neill, baby.
I guess that explains your bedwetting problem.
Paulie O'Neill, that guy. This is one of my wife's favorite players. Paul O'Neill, baby. Greg Olson. Dude, I remember when Paul O'Neill struck out. This has got to be in like 95, I think. 94, 95. He struck out, and you're watching the game. He goes back to the dugout, and like, I don't know, 2 minutes later, all of a sudden you see all this stuff flying out of the dugout, like batting gloves and like the top of the cooler and he's like just going nuts. I think it was hysterical. We were dying laughing. You just see stuff flying out of the dugout. Dude, that guy absolutely wore his emotions on his sleeve. He just beat himself up if he didn't pull through, man. He just was like ravaging. I loved it. They didn't call him the Warrior for nothing. Jeff Russell. Here's one of these other inserts, the Gold Glove. It's a Mark Langston. This is card number 16 out of 25. Mark Langston. Yeah, you think so? With the attitude, or? Greg Briley. I spit in your face. Grinder. Yeah. I can see that. Paul Aschenmacher. Al Osuna. If he ever even gets to play, man, I don't know. It's like, is there any space for him on the team? I mean, the other thing that just kind of, not worries me, but concerns me a little bit about the Yankees is they're so right-handed heavy. And that's why I really can't wait till Greg Bird gets back so he can give some more balance to that lineup. Oh, another checklist card. Those are the best. Dave Valley. Yeah, that's I would figure he would.
I'm sorry, that stinks. It's an outrage.
And then Hall of Famer, Big Hoyt. All right. This is fun. I'm having a good time. So I gotta reach out to Ted, right, Mike? I'll reach out to him and see what he's looking to do for the National.
Don't change yourself, sweetheart.
Is
This is politics.
Mike, you getting Ray to go? Is Ray gonna do it?
Prime rib. You put that prime rib, you go lobster. He goes lobster, you start to...
Mark Lemke. Look at those glasses, like so 80s. Those 80s like dad glasses. Why won't he go? Is it because of work or because his son or what's keeping him from not going?
Mrs. Granville, the librarian, she was keeping a pretty close watch on the
Ivan, the other Pudge Rodriguez. Another one of my favorites, Work Money Kid. Yeah, that's tough. I know it. Another one of my favorites.
Yeah, why do you need extension cord?
Because my phone was gonna die.
But it's plugged in.
No, I know, but it's fine now. It's good.
That's the extension cord. Can you get
It's
off
right over
now?
here.
It's around your neck. Mike, can you please get off?
Pat Borders. George Bell, Darryl Kyle, Tim Burke, Kurt Schilling, Terry Shumpert, Melito Perez, Mike Felder, Ozzie Smith, Wounded Bones, and Fred McGriff. More doubles. More doubles over there. Some more doubles. Yeah, dude, that would be spectacular. do you have, we should probably,
After all.
PM, and just kind of figure out, like, I went online, I don't know where in Cleveland the place is or anything, and like where, like, lodging is around there, so I gotta kind of try to find out. You have any ideas? Just PM me and let me know your ideas, because I definitely would want to, split it with somebody.
By the way, how close was it?
6 votes.
So, not like it was.
Here's some new ones.
What do you mean? You think it's good that I lost?
Perfect, man. Perfect.
I mean, well, kind of, only because if you lost by 1 vote, then that would be heartbreaking.
That sounds like a freaking awesome plan. Chito Martinez.
Yes, it would be heartbreaking.
There's the Rocket. Rocket's red glare. Jerry Brown.
Great.
Joel Johnston. Never heard of the dude. Don't know who that is. Brian Harper. Mike Gallego. I think it's a double 2. Here's another Ricky.
We should go.
There's one for you, Mike. Jose Offren, Barry Larkin, Brian Hunter, Dean Palmer, another Ken Griffey Jr. Oh, so now all right, so the friggin' A's took another run, huh? To 6-4 now. That guy's Lowry's having quite a season, huh? What number home run was that? Yeah. That is pretty damn unreal. You think anybody's gonna watch this video after it posts? 107 minutes?
Put it in the shoebox with the tape around it, and they locked it.
I don't think so. Oh well. Oh yeah, no. I'm a huge A's. I like the A's a lot. If I wasn't a Yankee fan, I think I might be an A's fan. I think I might be. They have, especially I love their 70s uniforms, like the Kelly green yellow. Those are freaking the best. And I think they've been wearing them this year, like on Sundays or like alternate games. They've been wearing those Kelly greens. Absolutely. I wish they'd go back to the Kelly green all the time. I don't like the dark green as much. I think the Kelly green just looks so cool. Mark Lewis. Jim Eisenreich. Another 93 Philly. I got an A's hat. I got the old 76 style A's hat with the Kelly green, the bright yellow. Beautiful. Scott Leus.
I love you.
I think Jim Eisenreich had Tourette's.
Not for you. I was
Big
protecting
Mac.
political backstabbing.
Mike O. Tommy Green.
The people and the people that are horrible. They stare at your caboose.
Hey, welcome back.
You were against this all along. You can't support me for what?
Yeah. Didn't you meet him a few times? Doesn't he have like a barbecue thing or something?
This week, who took every kids? Put them to bed and running gallons of water.
Tommy Green. Stan Javier.
And you complain the whole time.
Bill Doran.
Afraid that if I win, I'm gonna get out of this house, and you might have to get off your butt and
Sid
run away
Bream.
and do something. You want me locked in this house. You're probably gonna fight for slavery.
Mike Jeffcoat.
I've always spoken like
Edgar.
Not in this house.
Ha ha. Hell, dude, I still like NyQuil, man. Rance Mulliniks. God, Deborah has an annoying voice. Holy crap. There we go, the professor. Chock full of Hall of Famers, 1992 Fleer Ultra. Andujar Cedeno.
I'm your husband. You're supposed to support me no matter what's in my cans.
And there you go, Steve. Little Mets action for you.
Didn't you just say for better or worse, standing up on each other?
Don't even, it's not the same thing, and you know it. You embarrass me.
I can't wait to see how these guys look in the binder, man. It's gonna be nice.
Other place you tracking to?
Gonna look nice in the binder. They're piling up. They're piling up. I sure am. If I go this far, I go the whole way. That's another thing. My randomness. I remember my dad used to have this this blackberry like wine stuff. It was like this monk wine. He would give it to us like if we were sick. He'd warm it up on the stove and have us drink it. Be like, whew. It was like some monk wine from like New York somewhere, upstate New York.
I should have told people I know you.
Kevin Napier. Rick Aguilera. That's one of the best I've heard, man. Oh my God. Oh, I went another super underrated player. Oh my God. Holy cannoli, Jerome. I wish my kids were young again. I would. There you go, Mikey. Another Philly for you, brother. Oh, Brett Butler. Glenn Bragg. Man. I think I got a Steve Avery already through here. Yeah, Brett Butler. Yeah, I totally forgot he played for the Mets. Totally forgot that. Oh, got 113 minutes in. YouTube might explode. Hibbard. Greg Hibbard. Hibbard. Chris Hoyles.
Mom's on the phone. You want to wait for mommy?
Joe Hesketh.
Mommy.
Yeah, he had a solid career. Like I said, I totally forgot he played for the Mets. Oh yeah, I see something good coming up. Something fine. Reggie Jefferson. I always like his name, just like a baseball name, Reggie Jefferson. Josh, you met a lot of guys, huh? Mike McFarland. Chuck Knobloch. And the King of Steel, my second all-time favorite. Ricky being Ricky. Yeah, baby. Little Ricky Henderson action. It does, Steve. Like I'm on my little absolutely sweet Ricky. Gotta love him. On my little introduction before anybody was really logged on, I was just saying kind of like how this set kind of melds both design and photograph perfectly. Like we had talked before about some of the sets being one or the other. Even though this is a borderless set, and I tend to go more for the bordered sets. I do like the bordered sets a little better, but this is a beautiful set, and the design just works so well with this because you've got this feature down here, and it doesn't take away from the photo, and the photo doesn't take away from the design. So I think it's just a really all-around beautiful designed card. So, and the fact that there's no posed photos in the entire set is beautiful. They're all action. Mike O. Oh, absolutely, man. I think, the 91 was their inaugural set, but it was, it was all right, but this came out and just blew it out of the water. Yeah, he's got a cheesesteak. Actually, Kruk, I still believe he does, but Kruk has a cheesesteak place here in Naples. It's called Kruk Steaks. And I knew at least up till last year he was coaching at one of the private schools. He was coaching girls softball at one of the private schools. I have not run into him or anything like that, but he does live in Naples. When he's not doing his ESPN or MLB stuff or whatever, he's Phillies. I think he's working for the Phillies now, right? But he does live in Naples and has a restaurant down here. My son said it's really good. He went. Yeah. He lives in Naples when he's not up north. I can't really eat steak sandwiches. I just can't digest them. I would love to, but I can't handle that stuff anymore. So my son went and he enjoyed them for me.
What?
Yeah, he isn't. He thought they were good, so I don't know. Take a bit and spit it out. Cheesesteaks. Evan went to Kruk's Cheesesteaks. He said it was really good. So Juan Samuel. Hal Morris.
Right.
Is it known that they're not that good of a cheesesteak? David Justice. Gino Petrelli. Whoa. Rich DeLucia. Joe Cartea. We actually have a couple of there's a couple of places down here that are Philly places derived out of Philly, obviously, Kruk Steaks, and then we also have Primo's Hoagies. They opened a place down here, and those are really good, Primo's Hoagies. And then we have the Philly Pretzel Company place. So there's some pretty cool places down here that people from Philly came down and opened up restaurants and stuff. Primo's makes really good hoagies. Again, I know what is there, Pat's Cheesesteak and Gino's Cheesesteaks. Those are the ones I've known and heard of. And I probably had them when I was a kid, when I lived outside of Philadelphia, but I don't remember. Well, in Philly they're called hoagies, and in New England they're called grinders. In New York we call them heroes or wedges, right? You can wedges too. Yeah, I guess wedges is more like suburban lore. Hero is more like New York City lore. And then the hoagies is obviously South Jersey, Philly lore. Billy Hatcher. I remember one time I had asked for a wedge. I forget. I think I was up north somewhere in New England. I asked for a wedge, and again, another time that somebody looked at me like I had 15 heads coming out of my neck. Yeah. A wedge, you know where that comes from, Stephen? I think it's, I live in Westchester County, and that's what we call them there. It's kind of really weird because New York, it's when they cut the wedge out of the roll, the long roll. They cut it with the knife like this, and they take that piece of wedge out, and that's where I believe that came from, the term wedge. So.
Very good power, but a soft start for him as far
He's
as
not good. The Boston
Rafi.
wins and Yankee lose.
Yeah. Another insert, card number, let's see, this is a Robbie Alomar insert, card number 20 of 25. Yeah, like I said, Steve, I think it might be a Westchester County thing. I think anywhere outside of Westchester in New York, it's heroes, because I called them heroes as well. I mean, we definitely knew the term hero. But when I got to Westchester, back to Westchester, because I'd moved out of Westchester when I was a kid to Pennsylvania and lived in Virginia for a while. We moved back up there. We moved back up to Westchester County in the mid '80s, and that's where I heard it the first time, and I believe that's where it came from. Yes, subs. Yes, subs. I forgot about subs, of course. Subs, heroes, wedges, grinders, hoagies, This guy was a really good pitcher. Jimmy Key. Very solid. Well, these are definitely newer cards I haven't seen yet. Eric Hansen, Sammy's, Po' Boys. Got some Po' Boys. The Cubans down here, dude. Cuban sandwiches. To die for. To die for. Anybody ever wants to come down, man, let me know. Come down to Naples. Great place. I'll get you some Cuban sandwiches. Woo! Danny Jackson. Louis Gonzalez. Yankee Killer. You know what, Josh? It's hit or... Yes. I don't want to say no, it's not. What I'll call fin fish is definitely good down here. Your fin fish and that kind of stuff. Shellfish, you're not going to beat Northeast for shellfish. Your lobster and your clams and all that stuff. New York and New England, that's where you get the best of those things. I think you can't get good ones down here, but you're talking down here. You're talking more of the fin fish. That's where it's better down here, or different types of fish. But if you want shellfish, you definitely gotta go up to New York and New England, and New England especially. That's where you'll get that stuff really good. Like the lobster up there is just forget about it. Amazing. But yeah, there's some really good. I mean, Naples, yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Now it's funny because you got your New England clam chowder, which is the thick, creamy stuff, and you got your Manhattan clam chowder, which is your red, more Italian style stuff. And you people are usually in one or the other camps. I'm in both camps because they're both phenomenal. So I like both New England and Manhattan clam chowder. Kevin Elster. Ruben Sandwich Sierra. There was a place up in, I remember one of the Food Network shows did an expose on some place up in Rhode Island. It was going back a few years, and they had this New England clam chowder that you stick the spoon in, and the spoon literally stuck out of it. It was so thick. It was like, holy crap. Give me that and a side of defibrillator, please, because that shit's just going to clog you up. Mike, go for it. Ooh, red grapes or green grapes? Mike, I like the red better. I'm a red wine guy, so... and that goes right through to the red grapes. I definitely like the red grapes better. I find them more consistent in their flavor. Sometimes green grapes have no flavor at all. They're They're not. I like them, but I like red better. That's funny. Yeah, I'm with you there, Michael. I'm a red grape and red wine guy. Ooh. Mmm. I had to think on that one for a few minutes. Dwight Evans in the Orioles uniform. Carlos Quintana. And then we got some more Double Bays, except for this one. This is an insert. This is a Gold Glove insert. This is number 17 out of 25, the Tony Pena one. Amen, Jerome. Me too, man. Michael, here's another one, brother. Only a few more packs, guys. It is, man. You're getting like all the Phillies. Got a few more packs and I'm probably gonna shut her down. Or as Doug would say, shut her down. Jody Reed. Here's another nice Jim Thome. Brian McRae.
Okay, fine. Look, there's this really cute guy that I see at the Blue Tree Cafe in Los Angeles.
Mike, I'll send this to you, brother. That's going to you, my man.
Pathetic, right?
No, it's not pathetic. I won't tell anyone. Come on, it'll work.
Actually, we're having drinks in a couple hours.
No, so no. It's not pathetic. It's awesome. I thought the generation only met people on the day.
I'm old school. Anyway, we'll hold it.
All right.
No problem. No problem. It's good to know that the Blue Tree's cool with guys. I like that.
Gents, this is it right here.
He was my emotional support animal.
My last pack of the eve.
It's not like I did it just so I could bring him up.
And I am going to
Oh, I should get going.
blast this baby open and I'm probably going to say a good night. Because I have to save some energy. Oh yeah, I have a decent amount of art monks. Not, you know, I have about probably, in my binder. Good question, Steve. That's which one? The one from the White Sox or the one from the Tigers? Carson or, was it Michael? I probably have 27. I think I have like 3 pages in my binder of Art Monks cards. And I have some of his, I think it's Michael Fulmer. And I think I have, I'm doing an Art Monk PSA registry set too. So, I have some of his cards in slabs. So, not a crazy overabundance of them. So this is it, the last pack of the night, guys. BJ. Mickey Tettleton. Fruit Loops, dude. I have it. I have his rookie card slabbed. You know, Art Monk cards are actually kind of hard to find slabbed. I have his rookie card. I have his 83 tops. I believe I have his 86 tops and his 1990 tops and possibly his 91 tops. But some of them are just, there's not that many out there. So some of them are tough. Like his 82 tops, I have not been able to. I have not seen slabbed anywhere. Remember this dude, Sam Horn. But so yeah, I definitely PC Art Monk. I definitely PC Daryl Green, and yeah. George Brett. Yeah, if you keep an eye for an 82 tops Art Monk in a graded one. Yeah, flung another card. Kent Herbeck. Dave Henderson. Lenny Dykstra. Lenny Harris. That's a hot pack for Lenny's. Rob Dibble. Jeff Blauser. And Jeff Houston. Guys, I'm going to roll, man. I really appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. It's been over a 2-hour and 10-minute hang. I really appreciate it. It was a blast. You guys have a great night, and I'll be back tomorrow sometime. I'm going to a card show in Fort Lauderdale, so I will do an update when I get my stuff. So you guys take care, and I'll catch you on the flip side. And may the cardboard god shine down upon all of you dudes. Peace.
Yeah, you made the longest.